Hi Leo, it's your honest homegirl Hᴇɪ Hᴇɪ, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. If you are resonating with my readings, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask of you guys in order for me to continue to do these readings for you. And if you are new to my channel, hey guys, and if you are returning, welcome, healing homies. How I do my readings, I do your intuitive message first, then I get into your divine feminine, divine masculine energies because we embody both of those. And then at the very end, I do random messages from your person and oracle messages. So stay tuned to the end if you want to get the tea on what your person thinks of you or what's on their mind when it comes to you. With that said, let's get into your intuitive reading, Leos. I was about to say Taurus. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you guys could be dealing with your finances at this time. You're trying to balance out your finances, invest your money into something, getting a new job or some sort, right? For others of you, there could have been sudden changes in your work, your finances, and what's done, you can't do anything about it now but to move forward and focus on the solutions and not the problems. For some of you guys, if you have children, babies, infants, or child under the age of 7, they may be going through growing pains at this time where their bodies ache. Try to give them, lavender baths, a bath with, lavender essential oil in it, or get a diffuser with lavender essential oils in it. I'm also seeing a child crying because they're teething at this time. That's something that you can't do anything about, so don't get frustrated with them. Focus on the solution. Me being a child care provider for over 15 years, I would advise, slicing like cold grapes, slicing them in, real small and rubbing it on their gums or letting them chew on them or suck on them. Another great thing, your finger, letting them chew on that as well, if you could take the pain, because sometimes those teeth are real sharp. But if you can, wash your hand and allow them to chew on your finger. For others of you, if your child may be already with teeth, but maybe, some teeth fell out and they're growing and it's hurting them, you could soak cloves. My bougie self will get the organic ones from the store, but you could also get cloves from Dollar Tree. Do whatever, you can afford. And you can soak them in water. And after they've soaked in water for a good, hour or two, you can drain out the clove parts or whatever. Or what you could do is you could take that water and strain it and then pour it like into a spray bottle, and then you could spray it where the pain is on the child's tooth. Or even I was about to just say person, so even if this is you, Leo, you may be feeling like a baby at this time because you have a toothache, and you can do that. You can spray, or like if you're an adult, you could take a whole clove and put it like wherever it is hurting you, and that can help alleviate the pain. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's fucking disgusting, but at the end of the day, it works. For some of you, somebody may want you to call them, or you need to call somebody, or they're like trying to telepathically get you to call them. For some of you at this time, it's time for you to move on. It's time to let go of your old ways, your old way of thinking, the old way of doing things, so that new things can come your way. You have to sacrifice things to bring into the new. So let go, cut those cords with whoever, whatever, wherever, so that you can have newness come into your life. Your health is very, very important at this time, Leo. You have to regain your strength. So that means you need to eat a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, drink a lot of water. You need to exercise. You need to move around. And it's not even just your physical parts of yourself, but your mental and emotional and financial parts of yourself, because a lot of things are happening all of a sudden because Spirit wants you to take notice in things, okay? And I do feel like Leo season is when you're going to get motivated again to get things done. You'll have the strength to get things done. You're going to make a lot of changes around your birthday season at this time. Oh, and happy birthday, Leos. Because I believe it is Leo season, right? Don't quote me on it. I believe it's Leo season at this time. But I do feel like Spirit just needs you to be fearless at this time. A lot of you guys are also gifted healers too. So use your healing abilities to make the changes necessary that need to happen. Show yourself compassion and other people compassion. Some of you could be very lustful at this time, so be mindful of your health. Safe sex only. And for others of you, it's time to just have pure thoughts, pure intentions. Don't be vindictive at this time, because, karma is a bitch, and it always spins the block for everybody, right? So if you want change, you have to change, okay? You have to let go of the things that no longer serve you in your life. And if that means you having to grow up, then that means you need to grow up. For others of you, if you fucked up already, I'm hearing there's nothing that you could do about that now. Okay? You got to stop acting like a baby, and you need to sit there and step into your power and do what it is that you need to do for you. You need to tame that beast within you and control your demons that's been controlling you and stopping you from growing. Okay? Now, let's get into your divine feminine energy, Leo. And whoever that person was that left that long-ass paragraph comment underneath my page, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not reading it. I'm going to tell you what I was intuitively told to tell you, because I'm not reading that shit. And if my readings don't resonate with you, that means that reading wasn't for you. There's no need for you to comment below my videos, because I don't care. I'm going to tell you that right now. You sitting there playing victim, that ain't my cup of tea. I'm not here to sit there and encourage you to play victim. Either you going to sit there and get this rude awakening that you need to get, because for some reason, it was meant for you to hear it, and it triggered you to have you write whatever comment you wrote on my page for you to step into your divinity. Get some emotional intelligence and stop playing victim. Sorry I had to interrupt your reading, Leo, but you know, people like to sit there and try to test me and try me, and I ain't the one. I am not the one, okay? You over here dealing with an Aquarius who is your sister sign that's going to teach you not to give a fuck, okay? I'm hearing one road. What's that saying that them country folks be saying? Talking about one rodeo or a horse don't stop the show. Something like that. I don't even know. Okay. A lot of you guys, you could be focusing on family. You could be focusing on a family that you've built, your finances, you know, a foundation that you love. Okay. You could be loving either yourself more, or this could be you loving the fact that you know what it is that you want and you're going to go get it. For others of you, I do feel like when it comes to your stability and your security and what it is that you love, it's like you want what you want when you want it type of energy. And it's like, in order for you to have stability and security in a love life, especially if you're a male Leo, you have to be a natural born leader. You have to have your finances in order. You have to sit there and be able to lead somebody in the right direction. And for some of you, this is what you need to do for you before you can even think of leading someone else. Okay, you have to sit there, whatever it is that you love to do, that should be what it is that you make a career, a living out of. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting a lot of loving of self, needing to love self, needing to love what it is that you do for a living, needing to love the fact that you may be an entrepreneur, okay, and needing to start a business that you love. Some of you need stability in your love life, and I feel like it needs to be with self first, because if you don't love yourself, how could you love other people? Yeah, see, when it comes to foundations, when it comes to money, when it comes to career, when it comes to family, there's like a negative thing going on here. Like, your foundations and your priorities, and it's not where it needs to be. It's incomplete. Like, you have unfinished business that you need to take care of. You may be thinking negatively when it comes to your abundance and how it comes to you. You could be impatient with money coming in for you. You may be thinking, you know, that you'll never grow or get out of a situation. But it's like, are you doing what it is that you love to do to bring in that abundance? What are you doing to love yourself enough to make sure your finances are in order? What are you doing to bring in a solid foundation in a love situation? Like, you can't want what you want, but then be negatively thinking about it. It's like, how do you want a solid foundation, but you're thinking negatively of a foundation? How are you thinking that about love and you negatively think about love? Like, It is like whatever it is that you want, you think negatively of it, but you want it to work out. That don't make no sense, Leo. That don't make sense. Yeah, see, some of you confused on how to move forward with that card coming out sideways, but I'm going to turn it upright because you need to learn how to manifest what it is that you need for yourself. Okay, some of you, when it comes to your health, you can't think negatively of it. If you want to heal, you got to think positively of it, right? If I want my plant to grow, I have to speak life into my plant. I have to sing to my plant. I have to be kind to my plant. I have to water my plant. I have to let my plants grow. And or like you got to show yourself love. I can't speak negatively to my plants. I have to have high vibrational energy around my plants in order for them to grow. And that goes for your finances. That goes for your love life. That goes for what it is that you're determined to do. For some of you, you may be thinking negatively on a situation with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, or with a job situation, and if you should move forward or not. For some of you, you're thinking negatively because you may have to move for a job. For others of you, this is you really, getting yourself out of this negative thought process in order to get yourself to where you need to be. Some of you need to have more confidence, more willpower, more control over yourself. Like, you control your destiny. You control how much success you have. And the thing is, if you keep having this mindset that everything is effed up, well, guess what? That's your truth. And guess what happens when you think that way? Everything comes to an end. For some of you, there's a foundation that's coming to an end. Because this foundation, whether this was a job, a person, a place, a thing, these things are coming to an end because you didn't value it. But you're trying to hold on to something that you spoke this into existence. Let's just be honest. You spoke this situation into existence, and this ending is going to be painful. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be painful. Whatever love situation you had, whatever, family situation you had, this stuff right here, you could definitely be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Like this right here is painful. It's painful, whatever you know or find out, or whatever you've created. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Leo, your thoughts can manifest things. I hope you know that. Something that probably wasn't happening, you probably manifested to happen. And it's going to cause you heartbreak. It's going to cause you pain. It's going to sit there and have you angry and disappointed because there was love in a situation. Okay? Someone that loved you could have hurted you. Who knows? At the end of the day, it's like, I'm hearing stuck in a hard and a rock place. Whatever that saying is. You stuck in a hard place, okay, because of love. You're still thinking and holding on to something that has already left you, something that's already caused you pain. And the thing is, this stuff was supposed to help you grow. You're going to have to take whatever lessons that you needed to learn from this situation and grow from it. Leos, especially my men here, or my alpha females, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could just be determined to move forward from your past. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have tunnel vision, and you're going to have to work on you. Okay? Because whatever's ending here, you could be ending something with an earth sign and a fire sign, or these are just endings within you. Like how you think, what you were fixated on, what you were passionate about, what you were building. You're coming to the conclusion that certain things just have to end in your life. Because there is a sense of immaturity here that you're seeing for yourself. You're seeing your toxic ways and your toxic behaviors and how you may not have been as emotionally balanced as you thought you were, type of energy. You weren't, as loving as you thought you were. You're realizing you wasn't as supportive or nurturing or using your wisdom like you thought you were. And it's like your focus right now with this being in the middle is you being determined to get what you need to get done. You have to sit there, and especially if you're a father or some type of role model in life, you have to have all your ducks in a row. And if you don't have all your ducks in a row, you ain't going to have nothing but disappointment in your life. You sit there, you attach too much to yourselves. And it's like you be attaching things that be, I'm going to tell you right now, the things that be happening to you is because Spirit is forcing you to grow, okay? You're being forced to grow. These endings are happening because you need to learn how to mature. Again, everything is happening for you, not to you, and then here's the sun coming out. You have to realize that. Once you sit there and start telling yourself all this stuff is happening for you, not to you, because there's lessons that needed to be learned, hard lessons that you needed to learn, okay? I've been telling Leo, listen, you can't be no baby no more. It's time to grow up. Okay, it's time to put your big girl panties on, your big boy drawers on, and take it for what it is. Those people that hurt you, the things that have happened in your life, you have to hold yourself accountable for it too, for the decisions that you made. You broke your own heart dealing with something that you shouldn't have dealt with, being nice to people you shouldn't have been nice to, or you doing people wrong and thinking that karma wasn't going to spin the block for you. Like, you got to hold yourself accountable for the things that you do. Shoot, some of y'all are paying for stuff from a past life and don't even realize it, but want to play victim. No, that can't happen. You playing victim, God ain't trying to hear that. God is like, did you learn the lesson or not? Are you moving forward or not? Are you going to balance out the divine masculine feminine energies within you so that you can move forward, so you can be prosperous, so you can have the financial abundance, the security and stability that you've been looking for, or not? It's just that simple. You got to seek that balance within you. And the thing is, if you were done wrong, just know that their karma is going to come back to them. You don't sit there and do it, because all you're going to do is get karma come right back to you. You over there trying to sit there and play God. Let whatever happens, happens. Because the thing is, if a person that didn't get karma for doing something to you, if they didn't get karma for it, it's because it's probably you did some shit to them, and now you were getting your karma. So take it how it resonates, Leo. Let's see about the divine masculine part of you. Okay, you want family. Okay, you want kids. You actively working towards having this, or trying to just keep your kids together, your family together. You want to live somewhere where you can just grow old. You want to have roots somewhere. Okay, some of you could be focusing on moving somewhere where you can build a home and have a family. But how you expect to have all of this if you're not having all your ducks in a row? You think your wife wants a man that can't lead her? Hell no, she gonna leave your ass and outgrow you. You think your husband wants a wife that he can't depend on to be there, to be the backbone for the family, to make sure the kids are good? If you ain't responsible on taking care of a household, what makes you think somebody want to marry you? This goes for women too. Men don't want nobody that's going to be baggage. They want somebody that's going to be an asset, not a liability. You need to learn how to sit there and take care of your finances. Know how to take care of children. It ain't all about sex and cooking. Anybody can learn how to have sex and learn how to cook. But can you manage money? Do you know how to invest the money into something that's going to make more money than the money that your husband bring in? Are you going to be able to manage that? Or are you going to have them going broke? Are you capable of taking care of children? Do you have the patience to take care of children? You got to ask yourself these questions, because when it comes to a family dynamic, everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a part to play. Are you going to play your cards right? A lot of you guys, you may also be in the energy of where you love your family. A lot of you guys have a family that you've built, that you love, that you enjoy, that You got the house in the white picket fence with the kids and the dogs, you know, but you actually put in the work to get this. So congratulations, okay? Because you're loving life. You're loving what it is that you have. But these are for those that have actively sat there and did what they needed to do for themselves separately and then for their families. For some of you, you may have a child, a teenage son. I'm going to turn this up right though. Okay, that you love dearly that may be going through some things at this time. Your teenage son may need to feel love from you, to feel like they're a part of something, that they're a part of a family. Some of you, there's definitely sudden changes when it comes to your family. You may have a teenage daughter that needs love from you at this time as well. Or this is your inner child, the inner teenager within you that needs love. Okay, especially if you've had to deal with a lot of unexpected changes in your family and how you were loved by your family. You have to understand you are your parent now. So whatever you needed from your parents, you need to give to your inner child now. And honestly, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of inner young adolescent traumas at this time as well. So whatever you were going through when you were a teenager, whether you're male or female, a lot of these sudden changes that are happening in your family dynamics at this time is because it's for you to love you. Whatever parent you needed when you were a teenager, you need to give it to yourself, okay? And if you have teenagers and there's a lot of sudden changes in your family dynamic, love is what's going to keep these kids okay in a situation. You got to remember too, when there's a shakeup in the family dynamic, it also affects the children as well. So you may see a change in your kids at this time or within yourself. But I do feel like too, some of your kids may have, you know, they probably went from being like little kids, tweens, to being full-blown teenagers now. And they're going through a lot of changes at this time. They're completing cycles at this time. These kids, like if you're actively healing yourself and your family and healing, doing ancestral healing, you got to understand that your kids go through these changes right along with you. Okay, but there's cycles that are being completed. Okay, your kids are probably growing up now. They probably were teenagers and they're going towards being young adults. Or this could be your inner teenager self telling you, hey, you need to sit there and change so that you can be the adult that you need to be for yourself, especially if you're already an adult. You got to, this immature energy needs to be left alone, and especially for you females. These sudden changes are happening so that the inner teenager in you needs to be checked and disciplined and have its ducks in a row so that you can move forward. Okay, that popped out. Yeah, because there's some unfinished business here. Whatever unfinished business is happening in your family, it needs to be completed. And you have to use your logic over your emotions to get this done. Some of you, there's an unfinished business with you, with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Some of you, whatever this unfinished business is that you need to use your logic over your emotions, you're realizing that you have to learn how to have more emotional intelligence, okay? You have to learn how to be emotionally stable, okay? You have to learn how to heal, okay? Sometimes things can't be fixed with logic. Sometimes it needs to be fixed with emotions, is what I'm hearing. You could be tired, physically tired, emotionally drained from a situation. I'm also getting to here that You may love someone that's younger than you. That could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There could be some unfinished business with two people, a man or a woman or teenagers, somehow, some way. Like, it's like the inner child, the inner teenager in you and the inner teenager in them. Like, there's some type of unfinished business. Like, something has to be completed. I feel like this female energy has already completed her cycle. Like, she's made up her mind. I don't know if there's words that need to be said, exchanged, actual physical action needs to be taken. This female here, this younger female that's in your life, or this is you, you're getting the idea of what family is supposed to be like, what kind of family you may want, or this female may see like, okay, this is the type of family I may want to have in the future, or this is the type of family, how I want my family to be type of energy. Because I just feel like, too, like there's a lot of, someone has like a lot of decisions that need to be made that have a lot to do with love. It has a lot to do with travel. It has a lot to do with hard work and grounding themselves and building some type of stability and security for themselves. And it's like, there needs to be a sense of maturity, though, emotional maturity to get something done. I don't know. This could be you too as a male Leo, like you really may be acting out, like out of your divine feminine energy, but a teenager. Imagine a teenage girl. Emotions all over the damn place. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they're coming or going, and that could just literally be you, whether you're male or female, and you need to have some type of emotional balance. Even when things are rocky in a situation, even when you are upset and angry, you have to learn how to control your emotions. You may be getting a message, a text message, like remember in your intuitive reading, before I got into your reading, you know, you want somebody to call you or you want to call them and you will get a message. But let's be nosy and see what's going on with their person, what they think, with whoever's on your mind. Again, take it how it resonates, because you may want to say these things to them or they may want to say these things to you. This came out swallows, okay? You may want somebody to swallow your kids. Be careful of swallowing people's bodily fluids. That's also a form of soul ties and connections you don't want. Can't get over you. We have, what did you do to me? We have, can't stop thinking about you. Acquainted, your sex is so good. Dance hall queen, don't wait for me. You are perfect. Next to you, so good I shouldn't fuck for free. You let me hit and I let you down. And it says we make time for what we want. And I want to get down with you. So for some of you, it's like, you got to step your shit up and have better standards for yourself and for the people that you deal with. For others of you, you know, you make time for what it is that you want. Some of y'all are just dealing with sexual relationships. Some of y'all may have done sex magic on a person, who knows. Okay? But we'll see what happens with your oracle messages, Leo. Ready, set, go. Explore your options. Now is the perfect moment to embrace your heart's desires. And it says it's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make change. So those are your oracle messages. But Spirit also wants you to make sure you are making decisions from a grounded place, a place of being confident in the decisions that you're making, not out of fear. And your affirmation is, I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible or ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I fill mine with holy crap, that's unbelievable. And forgiveness is at the bottom of the deck, okay? So you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive others. That's the only way you'll move on with your life, okay? You forgiving people is for yourself. It says it's time to outperform these bitches and the new moon. So something may happen during a new moon for you, or you may have to perform during the new moon type of energy. You may get your confidence back around the new moon. You have to understand that you are a unicorn spirit, and love spells are for self-love. Because if you've been doing love spells, I'm going to tell you right now, them shits is going to backfire on you, and karma will come back around and spin the block. So be careful with that, Leo. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you later.